explain like in brief terms what it was?
So I went on the podcast, briefly explained my my story as a father and basically the trials and tribulations that I'm going through as a father of a son in the system in relation to my son's mother. Oh my God, where do I start? But the episode's there, but we've gone from cheating to lies to accusations of violence to just a whole host of things. And it's just like, that's when I realized how the system is skewed towards women.
Of course, yeah.
The social services, the police system, is all skewed towards women. And so all a man needs to do is cough and sneeze. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Basically, and a woman can make that call, and it's like, whoa! But a woman can get away with
bullshit. She can mash you up.
I'm telling
mash
you,
up kids. It's real.
I'm
real
telling
talk.
you, bro.
They get away with murder. Obviously, I think with society, it's like we've got our pros, but like in terms of the law system, that's all. Yeah,
it's skewed towards them, and I think it needs to be revisited, man, because there's a lot of black men out there, not even just black men, but men in general who are fathers, who are in situations now where women, because the Children's Act of 1982 or 1981, I believe, basically stated that a father who has a child outside of wedlock with a woman does not have the same rights as the mother.
What do you mean wedlock? What does that mean?
Outside, like if they're not married,
okay,
right? If the man and woman are not married, and the woman gets pregnant, she has all the rights,
right?
And so the father does not have the same rights as the mother. And a lot of people don't understand the Children's Act, and understand that we're still actually under that act, which is why. No, I think it's like. I think it was 1980s. I think it was the
1980s. Yeah, I thought you said 1918. Sorry.
No, I think it was 1980s. So that is the reason why so many fathers are having trouble with, seeing their children, having access, having to go to court, because we're still under that Children's Act of the 1980s. And it's like, the act was written by 3 women. You know what I mean? Like 3 parliamentary women.
For real, so
you know what I'm saying? So it's
then,
like, when you read the act and you're like, whoa, like they really removed the parenthood from the father and just gave it to the mother, and anything that the mother does seems to be good, and the father only has to cough and sneeze. Do you know what I mean? For him to be like removed out of that system. So yeah, I definitely think it needs to be revisited.
Yeah, 100%. In terms of that situation, because we were talking about emotion, that's why I brought it up. Yeah, obviously that would be an emotional situation.
100%.
Because you was in a relationship for 10 years.
10 years,
You had a child with this person. You brought up her daughter.
Her daughter.
So like with that, obviously, as you said, you've gone through the cheating issues with your child. There's a lot of emotions with that. Do you say there was like any points of time where like you let your emotions get the better?
100%, like 100%.
Just for the guys so they can learn from it. Do you know what I mean?
Because so there's definitely times where you get more angry than you need to get, because the bottom line is, like, if someone reveals to you, one like big bro is like, he's like my mentor, man. Like, but he said, listen, when someone shows you who they are, just believe them. Just believe them. A lot of the time, we don't believe the person when they reveal themselves, because we love them, we want to give them benefit of the doubt. But once they reveal themselves, because what's going to happen is you get drawn into an emotional place. You're now in an emotional place thinking that person is X and really they're Y. Yeah. But they've showed you that they're X though. And so you get angry and upset when they keep showing you the Y. And you live in your head that, no, this person is X. And so when you get angry, you get upset. You're angry and upset based off of the, I guess, of the falsehood that you built for them, not so much who they actually are. So
you basically sold you, or not you personally, but in that case, you'd basically be telling yourself, yeah, this is what they are.
Yeah, this is.
But you're just obviously, as.
But then also people are great liars as well.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Especially women, bro.
People
are like, guys are like, I've had women on here and we've said it, like, guys are not good liars compared to women. They will cry and be in the wrong, bruv, and do all sorts of shit. I'm telling you. I was even watching a video yesterday with a rapper called G Herbo from America.
Okay, I know G Herbo.
And his baby mum, I think Ari.
Yeah.
Do you see the CCTV? Do you see the footage of the arrest?
I never saw the footage, no.
Oh my gosh, I watched it last night. Yeah, it was mad. She's like, yeah, he spat in my head. He done everything you could imagine to me. He did the worst thing. This girl's not got a cut or a bruise, bro. And she called the police. And she told the police he had a gun. Wow. And it's like, why would you do that to your baby? And he had the baby in it. So she's called the police and she's gone, my baby dad's here. He's not like leaving me alone. He's just taking my kid. He's got a gun in his car. He's beating me up. And they've obviously come. The police handled it very well. But it's just the fact that she went through, like she literally said he did everything that you can imagine.
But remember, like I said, it's skewed towards women, the system, because a lot of women know, not all, but a lot of women know, that the system is for them. So they can play that to the T, and they can say, oh, he's this, is that, he's shouting. And I said, especially a black male. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I said on the podcast, black males already have a certain relationship with the police force.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? And so if someone's going to call the police for a black male when he's not actually doing something, you've told me that you're my enemy.
It's kind of like a prejudice thing already, isn't it? They've already got their prejudged opinion on a black male.
Right,
exactly. A male alone is bad, but then when you're already a black male on top of that, they've already got their idea of the type of person.
Exactly. They come there with it already prejudged what they're dealing with. They're going to be dealing with some aggressive Hulk type character.
Which not every black guy is, which is mad.
That's what I'm trying to say,
That's the maddest thing.
So, yeah, man.
Have you had run-ins with the police?
No, not until my son's mum.
Oh, so like growing up, because you're obviously a bit older than me, I know like before times have changed so much just over time. Like every 10 years I feel like everything changes. So even though I'm 22 now, I know how it was when I was like 10, 12, it's totally different.
So I'm 40 now, and growing up, I grew up in South London. I grew up on various council estates in South London. I had various family members and friends who were in some very interesting types of life, but I never was a part of it. I was always like on the peripherals of it because I don't know, for some reason I just knew it wasn't for me. But I was in and around it. Do you know what I mean? But I was never in trouble with the police in any way, shape or form.
I was just wondering